Hello guys, this is Dr. Palaniappan Manickam. In this video, we are going to find out what is the optimal duration of fast. Is it a 16 hours fasting, 24 hours fasting, 36 hour fasting, 5 days of fasting, or fasting for your entire life to a point that you lose interest in living? Okay, let's dive deep into it. So God has made it very simple. We need energy for our daily activities, and energy is obtained from three macronutrients: carbs, proteins, and fats. And our body loves carbs because it is very easy to digest carbs to get energy from. So if you have carbs, your body will have energy and you will maintain whatever state you are in right now. But if you want fat loss or weight loss, you need to go a step beyond. You need to deplete your carbs, force your body to utilize fats as a source of energy, and your body will not like it because it will have to work harder to break down the existing fats. And that's why your body will be pushing you to choose the path of least resistance by craving you to get more carbs. My friend Saravanan was like eating idli and telling me that I'm burning carbs. I was like, how come? He was like, I burn carbs even before the idli came out by burning the idli. The only way that he can burn fat is to make him sit on a stove. So now we know that we need to decrease the carbs to make sure that our body burns fat. We can do this in two ways. One, we can completely deplete our carbs to zero, like what we do in keto diet, and that's why it is not sustainable and people put on weight right after stopping keto diet. Sometimes it might work for few people, but majority it is not sustainable, which will bring to the second option called intermittent fasting. So during intermittent fasting, we are not only decreasing the carbs, we are decreasing protein, fat in general, overall calories, which will in turn make our body burn fat slowly but definitely. It is like the lecture hall in medical college. We fill the attendance from the last row to the first row, and if you come late to the class, you are forced to sit in the first row. That's exactly what we are trying to do with intermittent fasting, forcing our body to burn fat instead of carbs. So research shows that we need at least 12 hours of intermittent fasting to burn the carbs that we ate during the day. For example, if your last bite is at 8 p.m. at night, you need to fast at least for 12 hours, and then your first bite is at 8 a.m. in the morning, and the 12 hours of overnight fast will help you burn the carbs that you ate in general on a modest way to maintain your weight. However, if you want to lose fat, if you want to lose weight even more, then you need to decrease your eating window, extend your fasting period from 12 hours to 14 hours or even sometimes 16 hours slowly. So when you are fasting for 16 hours, for the first 12 hours, your body will utilize all the carbs. The remaining 4 hours, it needs energy. And the only way that the energy is provided is by burning fat, which will in turn result in weight loss. So in those critical 4 hours, it is absolutely important to remain silent, to remain empty with calories and be patient. It's exactly similar to when you have an argument with your spouse. Be silent, things will get better. But sometimes if your body allows, you can even fast for 20 hours a day with just one meal a day, extending up to 4 hours. This is what we call one meal a day concept, OMAD. My friend Saravanan also follows OMAD, but the diet is 1 kilo mutton a day. This sounds very aggressive, but if you're able to follow a 16-hour fasting, it is actually much easier than what it appears to be. I have had patients fast actually for 36 hours. If they are used to fasting, 36 hours is not that big of a deal for their body. For example, your last bite on Monday evening at 7 p.m. and then just water overnight, and then the whole Tuesday is just water, and Wednesday morning 7 a.m. you break the fast of your 36-hour fasting. The advantage of this fasting is it will give you 16 hours of free fasting when you are sleeping overnight, Monday night and Tuesday night. I don't care if you eat Kentucky Fried Chicken or McDonald's or Adayar Ananda Bhavan in your dreams. Even it was news to me when I started learning about this method, because I was like, it is crazy. How can a body live without food? But actually we are overestimating the calories that what we need. Our body doesn't need that much. Our mitochondria doesn't eat that much. We are just overloading with calories, overloading our mitochondria, causing the cell to die, which is not needed. And I agree that this is not going to be a simple thing when you start. It is going to be difficult because you are forcing your body to do something that it is not supposed to. But if you put your mind to it for 1 or 2 days, things will get better slowly, and I guarantee you that within a week or two, you will feel so comfortable with this fasting. On the contrary, that people think that this will make them lethargic, it will actually make them more energetic. Multiple studies have shown that fasting actually increases the metabolic rate, which will in turn help your digestion process, which will in turn help your energy process. Overall, this is a wonderful way to live life. So where do you start? Which technique to choose? It will completely boil down to you. There is no one size fits all. You need to pick a time that is suitable for you based on your social environment and what stage of life you are in. To simplify this, I'm going to give you 3 examples. So bottom line, everybody over 12 years of age should follow this 12 hours of intermittent fasting overnight, no matter what. That is a given, and there is no negotiation in that factor. Okay, so the first group is if you are between 20 to 35 years of age. In this group, most of them are either single or they are just got married, so they have lot of time. This is the exact time period to experiment with fasting. You start with 12 hours, you can easily extend up to 14 hours, you can easily go up to 16 hours. If I were you, if I need to start this all over again, I would have started the fasting period when I was single, when I had a lot of time, so that I can be more efficient and my body will get tuned to it, so that the initial first few weeks of fasting might not have a significant impact on my life. So once I get to the 16 hours of fasting, I will maintain to this as much as possible. And after a couple of months, you will absolutely love it to a point that you might even extend to 20 hours a day or even 36 hours, so that you can actually enjoy the complete benefit of fasting, including autophagy, which means digesting your damaged cells so that your new cells are formed with 100% quality, so that you will never develop cancer in your life. And if you are single and if you are looking for alliance, make sure that intermittent fasting is a criteria along with Rahu and Ketu in the Jadagam. So the second group is between 35 to 50 years of age. In this group, most of them are married with little young kids, either between 0 to 10 years of age, which means that they are very busy, their hands are full. Fasting is the last thing that they will worry about because their hands are already filled with diapers. So as I mentioned before, this method has to be sustainable. If you put yourself very aggressive to start with, it will be very difficult to follow. So I would recommend to start with the 12-hour fasting. Talk to your family members, talk to your spouse, make sure that they are on the same page as well. You start with 12 hours, continue that for like a month, and then slowly increase that to 12 and a half, 13 and a half, and 14. You will definitely be proactive in doing this because you will start to notice changes. So let me tell you a beautiful 10-hour eating window. All right. So in the morning, we are very busy. We need to prepare food for the family. We need to wake up the kids, get them ready, get them dropped to school, and we need to run to work, make sure the meetings are on time. So in the morning, we are like so busy that it is easy to skip breakfast. So I will break the fast around 10 a.m. in the morning and just drink warm water, black coffee with no sugar. Sometimes lemon water is okay as well. Apple cider vinegar is okay as well. So after 10 a.m. breaking the fast, your time will go fast to lunch around like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. I will have a good high fiber, high protein lunch. And then once you come back again, kids are back from school, you are very busy in the evening, you will have a family dinner sometime around like 8 p.m. which is totally doable. So your eating window between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. which will be a 10-hour eating window, 14 hours of fasting. This will be an excellent start to your intermittent fasting journey. I strongly believe that instead of running after money to save it for future generations, save time for fasting so you can live longer and enjoy the time throughout the process with the younger generation. There is a fine line between comfort and greed, and you and your spouse will sit together and determine that line for your family and determine the fasting period based on that line. Third group of category is between 50 to 60 years of age. In this group, most of your kids are grown up, they're actually in college. It's time for them to follow intermittent fasting. You can easily adopt 12 hours of fasting because you have time, and you can slowly extend. I would recommend to stick to 14 hours of fasting for at least 2 to 3 months to notice the internal changes, and then slowly increase to 16 hours a day of fasting. If you can maintain the 8-hour eating window for the rest of your life, I can guarantee you the later part of life would be fruitful, would be more productive, would be without any medication. So the quality of life will be much better. At this age, you should not only follow intermittent fasting, you should tell stories to your grandkids to ask them follow intermittent fasting as well. So let's say you're doing already 16 hours of fasting, you have to go to the next level. It is absolutely okay. There is no contraindications at all in most cases. So 36 hours of fasting has been done before. Some people have fasted up to 6 months. Can you imagine 6 months without any food? No problem at all. That is why I've mentioned before that we are overestimating the calories that what we need to survive. You need to make sure that fasting is aligned with your lifestyle. You cannot force fit fasting into your lifestyle because this is not a sprint, it is a marathon. My friend Saravana Kumar is asking, if I follow intermittent fasting like what you said for 1 month, will I get any discount? I said your body will give 10% discount, 10% fat free, and also buy one get one free offer. Buy intermittent fasting and get happiness. I guarantee you this will change your lifestyle. Please let me know which period of fasting is convenient and sustainable for your lifestyle. Please mention that in the comment section. If you think you got anything out of this video, please consider donating to our trust, Aishwaryam Trust and India in Madurai, where we take care of hospice patients free of charge, 24/7 medical care to them. And also we have a trust here called Vannamalargal Foundation in US, where this is completely tax deductible. So all the information are down in the description. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, one belly at a time. It is absolutely important. Bye-bye.